down big names on this map, and we just know that with the way they play their T sides, sort of aggression that we saw in Inferno, that's going to translate over to a very fun to watch Anubis.
Yeah, and we don't have to actually wait that much longer to jump into the action here. We see the map flyovers. That only means one thing: Anubis is here. And now my question is, MIBR, where are you starting? CT side, you've given that over to Fluxo. I think this is incredibly dangerous.
Well, let's see. Maybe they've got something special planned for the defensive side. The Fluxo, it looks like they've got a very clear measure of where they want to take this one. And straight in towards B now. MIBR are going to be very fast behind. You can see Poppins is already taking fight. She's basically in T-spawn while she's having to fight this out.
Oh.
And she's finding success. A gush onto Kizza. Ferzy was brought down low on the actual execute as well. Poppins is just doing it all by herself. Look at Poppins go. Eventually dealt with, but look at the time she's wasted and the kills she found.
Yeah, absolutely. And off the back of it, Fluxo, they know that B site isn't heavily reinforced and the fights are coming in from B main, so they're taking space in towards CT. Ferzy, though, will find two with the P2K. Bomb planted. And I think it is for Fluxo here in CT. Now China has to push forward and will get sliced upon. Poppins, you have to give so much credit to her, because not only is she holding the flank deliberately, MIBR push, she falls back, she flashes herself over, and she gets 2 kills as well. What a round from Poppins.
Yeah, it's fantastic from Poppins. I mean, she was kind of the star of the show, in my opinion, on Inferno, so starting strong here on Anubis as well. Great effort from Ferzy, though. Got to highlight the fact that she'd been dinked early, or gushed early, on the B-side defense, and was still able to find 2 kills, despite the low HP. So, great showings from her. Sally doesn't result in the round for MIBR. They are going to stack over towards B. You see Fluxo are playing extremities currently, just keeping an eye on what's going on. Smack10 would love to gobble up some of these eco frags.
Again, a measured approach here for Fluxo. They're going to try and find where the stack is in play. That will come in a second with Julie with the MAC-10, and then they can take the bomb over towards B. A lot of discipline, and also 3 for 3 when it comes to the pistols, which means 6 rounds in total gathered for the very... Lost my train of thought. For the very well-worked pistol rounds in play. Like, it's a heavy reward, and it continues to be a problem for MIBR. Nani tucked in the corner. This is really nice from her. Galil spray will chime in, which means that regiane can grab it. However, these players are already waiting for her. Poppins doubles down, and Fluxo double their lead.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just losing a Galil and a MAC-10. Wouldn't mind Nani using a little bit of trigger discipline there just to maybe get an extra kill, but you just never know when someone's going to turn around and try and take you out. So, in the end, fairly well handled there. Julie as well would have loved a couple more, but all's well that ends well. Fluxo continue their streak of getting the pistol and the follow-up in each of these halves.
Fast mid. Look how quick they're scaling. Nani's just run through the Molotov. MIBR are forced back here. Incendiary goes out, but a smoke replenishes. Nani on the other end of the doors. Will there be a flashbang thrown by Ferzy?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fight here. Oh, Goddess might just walk through the smoke. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Oh, nice Molotov as well. Smoke deployed. Gonna force CTs in towards A. It's a now double up, and you've cut off mid, so you've got options as to where you go. And well, Nani, she's taking some liberties. A fight on out, but Nani has taken down 2 on B, and she is not slowing down. Julie on the hole gets one as well, and Fluxo looking hot here as they enter B.
Ferzy can deal with Nani. 2 versus 3, kit available. No smokes, but Ferzy has the element of surprise, but Poppins just swings it. Makes it very awkward and forces the hand of regiane in towards this save. Has to be carrying this M4 over. A really nice round out of Fluxo. They take space into mid early. They upset the rotations, and that creates a lot of leverage in towards dark. Nani punishes, gets 2 kills, and from there, they immediately accelerate onto the bomb site. They don't give MIBR a chance, and Julie's even holding in case they naturally push out from A main. That's the most common pathing when players are over towards A. They want to get quick flank in towards dark, but already being held and cordoned in, no way through on this defense.
Yeah, that round is pretty much solely won by Nani getting nice, clean entries into B. And much like how things started on Inferno, Fluxo went out the first gun round as well, which if you've done this, I feel like in a half, you already feel so good. You're sitting 3-0 up. You know that into the next round, with just one gun saved over, that a fourth is pretty likely. And that's a fantastic way to start here in MR12.
Fluxo are playing very similar to how Team Spirit played their Anubis earlier today. And that's applying pressure evenly on both extremities and creating a lot of hazards and tripwires for the CTs to fall into. It's incredible the amount of detail and structure they've got on this T side earlier. It honestly feels like I'm watching the exact same game from earlier. It's a weird deja vu moment. Utility reigns back in at A. Yuli starts to scale and has got the timing. Can just tuck over. ferzy should be hearing this and might get the backstab. Instead, no. Julie's found China. Nani's dealt with ferzy. A bomb site right for the taking.
Julie is low. It's a little uncomfortable for her, but... Oh, okay. That's actually become a lot more comfortable. The M4 chiming in for 2. Bassina with the deagle. Slightly, the advantage is actually for MIBR. However, there is spacing towards B. yungher wanting to take that immediately. You can see that rotation back towards middle. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's going to do a bit of damage to Goddess, but she manages to scale on through. That's a massive kill from yungher. Puts it in the 2-on-2. Goddess still has the utility. No kit either. Remember, this was just that saved M4. They've got the weapons, and they'll have to buy into the next. They can go for this.
They're splitting. One dark, one CT. But Kiz has got the flashbang, which really doesn't help things for MIBR. So one-on-one gunfights need to be taken and need to be won out by the CT side. There's the first. yungher looking the wrong way. Kiz about to announce her presence through the smoke, but yungher adjusts. Now it's a 1 versus 1. She can play the time. Remember, no kit. Is there enough? Oh, not quite. yungher's done enough just by the virtue of staying alive. MIBR run it close with the 1-save rifle, but Fluxo ultimately continue immortal.
Shano with a fantastic 4K in the round there. Unfortunately, no kit means that no chance to defuse. You would have loved to have just maybe invested that kit just in case. But great attempt, and really it just came down to the timing in towards dark. You see yungher was kind of keeping an eye on when that smoke was going to fade. Obviously, there's the visual indicator on that now in CS2, so you can kind of see when it's going to be doing it. She was ready for it. Kizzer just walked the smoke like immediately. yungher was not looking.
I think that round would have been more comfortable if there wasn't a team flash in the mix as well, because it full blinds Julie and it enables the M4 to get active. This is cool in towards mid. MIBR are throwing a smoke in towards canals. They've scaled into dark, trying to take a lot of space and be proactive. It's really hard to find these opening kills, especially on the CT side, and it's good that they're adding variation rather than just the flash through B main like all teams normally throw.
Goddess just charges into mid though, finds the kill. And she can throw on the smoke. It's a little bit of an awkward smoke actually, thrown on the fly, and it's given a massive gap, and that's going to be exploited. M4 sounds in for one. China in the back towards Heaven with the orc. Bit of damage done, but oh, Nani sends her flying. The flames now landing in towards CT spawn. They're completely locked off.
I think it might be worth giving this a go, but if you don't find anything in the first 10 seconds, you call it off from MIBR, and with that smoke, that's going to invite them to exit accordingly. Stage right for ferzy and the gang as they make their way towards B. Fluxo, I think, heard those smokes and flashbangs being thrown down towards the short watering canal, and as soon as they heard it, it's Goddess pushing straight in towards the top part of mid. Multi-layered is that area of the map. Shadow spotted. Thank you very much. That's a naught for yungher. Can she grab it? Or is she just looking for even more damage control? Looks to be the latter, clearing out every single one of these angles. Bassina, Kizza. yungher will deal with one and the second. No rifles being saved for MIBR. What a disaster.
Yeah, it's worth it over picking up the ult. Triple kill to close things out and completely cripple MIBR. And now, Brandon, swear your warning bells that you signaled off as we went into the opening round about this decision to start on the CT side. where you allow Fluxo to set the pace and you know that it'll be blistering. It's now got you very much on the back foot.
Especially because the T side from Fluxo on Inferno was flawless. That's now looking to be in the same vein. This is now 11 rounds in a row on the T side between both maps. That's remarkable.
That's not bad, is it? Definitely time to take tactical. I feel like we didn't see many pauses coming through in the opening map. It was very fast-paced. MIBR seeing the virtue in pulling that one now. Don't want to let this one get away from them, considering what's on the line. They have to win this if they want a shot at going to Valencia. This is what the whole season has been about. It's been building up to this point.
And he'd rather go out with a bang than with a whimper. And currently, MIBR have not been putting up a resolute defense. And it probably continues here in round 6. However, it was with the lesser weaponry, it was with the Soul Rifle on Regiane that was enabling MIBR to potentially have a say and get their first round on the board. Miss Smoke, yungher laughs it off.
Yeah, she found that very entertaining. High spirits in the Fluxo camp, and understandably.
This is a really good decision, by the way. You've shown mid defaulting. Now you know the utility is quite sparse. A full execute at the early stages of a round. It's really nice because they know they haven't got the utility MIBR to really contest it.
3 players here though. Oh, that flashbang. Oh, actually, China gets a kill. China gets another one. Oh my god, that 5-7 has something special in it. yungher at least delivers back 2, but it has to be the ace clutch. On her way to it with 3, and oh my god, almost gets the 4th. 1 HP for ferzy. Pacina on a very quick flank. yungher, is she aware of it? This clear is so difficult. Bit of patience, puts a pause on it. But she's the one that has to make the next move. They have her pinned. They know she can't go anywhere. ferzy has given over a lot of ground sitting back towards heaven, but it has to be yungher that makes that next play.
Really smart from both teams. But MIBR, you're now playing chicken. It's a complete stalemate. Just do not go round the corner. Do not peek until you have to. Oh, look at that timing. yungher looking the wrong way. Bazina surely should have a number. Round yungher goes, and here we go. The chase. It's in. China, what a fantastic round from her. The utility. I said it would be too much for MIBR to handle, but no, the 5-7 at close quarters. China with a hat trick.
Yeah, you can avoid a lot of the flashbangs in that corner as well, next to that kind of topple and wall. And yeah, China, this is fantastic. In fact, Goddess was full blinded on the entry, and China would have got the second kill as well if it wasn't stolen. But what a great triple kill with the 5-7. That's beautiful. That's put MIBR on the board.
Another one of these low investment buys paying dividends. Early flashes over at B, making MIBR nervous, but it is reinforced with 60% of the personnel. ferzy with the AWP holding the angle. Goddess and Nani might just try and get spacing towards mid again because Regiane is holding, but she is quite far back.
Opting for the solo middle approach with the triple B lead. It's kind of been the default for MIBR. Mid is where Fluxo want to put the pressure on. Smoke in towards the connector to A. It's going to force some repositioning. You see rotations already coming through from Temple. ferzy smoked off, but wants to get involved, but they've already crossed through. Flame's not going to do anything. Doubling up in towards main. Julie is on the other side. ferzy does get her kill. Actually, I think she might have even blown the smoke. No, that was over towards CT. She rotated hard on through to get that. So punished on taking the aggressive angle. MIBR have the advantage.
Yeah, look at this though from Julie. Been on rugs, patient the entire time, holding. There are even trades. A 3-on-2 ensures. Regiane knows that Julie is out here and wants to deal with her first. Good collection. Kizza now mollied off. There are kits available here for MIBR. The flashbangs and the smoke's overwhelming. Kizza has to run through, and that's to her demise. Regiane also noted out towards A main. Knows that she doesn't really have a chance in the play. Fast one through middle for Fluxo yields success.
Yeah, I think that's just a read on just how MIBR have been running these rounds, right? With the 3 lean towards B, you know that middle is being conceded every single time they've gone there. They've been able to get the space because essentially yungher just falls back in towards A every single time. So they know that they can force that movement through. They just go fast off it. The entire gang trickling on in. MIBR double up in towards A main. So Fluxo has them completely isolated. They can't go anywhere from there because you've got Julie holding in from Rugs as well. Really well orchestrated.
Yeah, normally when players lose space in towards mid, the CT side will often push A main to try and even allow further rotations to come through from dark potentially. So Julie holding that is just incredibly thoughtful. Speaking of being thoughtful, it's middle. yungher will find regiane to start things off, and Poppins out of B. There's another play for MIBR, but all the kills initially were coming back for Fluxo. Still the player advantage is with this T side, but ferzy has made her way over towards A, and it's berzina, who's already got 2 kills, trying to lock off B.
And now you know you've drawn the rotation over. You find this kill into berzina, and you know that B is completely yours. That flashbang that was thrown by ferzy, all the signal they need to know that B is free. And the AWP just wants to be held onto into the next round, so MIBR win one with those pistols, with the stack play in there, and since then, Fluxo have bounced back with pace, aggression, taking all of the space.
That was a nice round as well from Fluxo, because they anticipated that MIBR would have a reaction. They need to try and find these opening kills. They can't concede all of the map control because Fluxo have just been running rampant. So as a result, they wanted to fight middle. They also wanted to fight B. Poppins was holding. You also had yungher posted at middle, and Goddess right at the tail end even denies that AWP. A little bit awkward, but they can still buy here, MIBR. Might just have partial investment, though, to make sure they've got all the utility into the follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot done, right, with when they had the M4 and 5.7, so bit sad about the AWP. I don't understand how they lost it. Okay, right, yeah, it's very end. Okay, Scout instead. Here's that. Oh, trying to connect it. Might find the kill. Triple lean in towards mid, meets a Hitchy. He's into one, and oh, nice little dink. ferzy doesn't find the kill. The bomb's not committed though. They still have to bring it over. So this push through. Yeah, Goddess falls. The bomb needs to be saved, and it's yungher with the AWP. That's not the weapon for the job. The 5.7s again. You need to go back and recover. China's got an AWP now. She can lock down this angle. You have to fight your way back to the bomb, and you are falling one by one. Fluxo leave behind the C4, and it's going to leave them in the dust this round.
That is a very big oversight. That is a huge mistake to make. They had the bomb site. They had it all. The keys to the castle. But MIBR just take it back from them. Right in the back lines. China tucked in this corner. Poppins goes for it, but it's berzina on the deagle. MIBR, that is basically flawless. Only one casualty. Kizza keeps the scout. ferzy isn't able to pick up another rifle, but that's fine. AWP dropped over. The smiles now on the faces for MIBR.
Yeah, both the rounds that MIBR have gotten have been the unconventional ones. So maybe that's going to be something to consider for them. As it seems that when they do things that are a little out of the ordinary, that's when they're able to find these rounds out of nowhere. So shout out, because they're just getting rid of the scout. Absolutely the right play. Back to mid we go. Nice counter molly. That's doing a lot of damage into Goddess. They're accelerating. Oh, Goddess with the Tech 9. Oh dear. That one hurts.
Oh, nice shot. yungher finds both. The adjustment on towards ferzy is spectacular, and Goddess is already flanking through mid. Hey, you want to have a rifle round, MIBR? Sure, let's have one, says Fluxo. Go back to the pistols. Buy them every single time. We can't deal with them. We can't deal with it when you get silly and goofy. But when you play structured CS, that's where we thrive. That's where we think you're more predictable. China now in the 1 versus 3. Yungher incredibly low. China has to give this a look in, surely.
She is sticking around, has the kit and the smoke. Julie is incredibly removed. So, and I think it's planted maybe on the far side of the obelisk. So if China can find the entries, gets the second kill. I mean, she doesn't know. Julie starts to charge on over. Brought down low as well. So should be all good. Goddess closes it out. Yeah, maybe it is trying to get a little silly if you're MIBR.
These pushes where they go together into
That's
one
crazy
area
from
of the
Yungher,
map.
by the way.
I know. But where they go together is where they're finding success. Think about the way in which they've been winning those 2 rounds. It was everyone's together on A. Everyone pushes mid as a unit. They are not conceding isolated gunfights. That has really been the feature piece in a lot of these gun rounds. They're all one-on-one gunfights, and Fluxo are just winning them out. Again, a fast change of pace here, straight through the guts of middle. Nani does overwhelm, but look at all this damage that's been done.
A lot. And Util doing further still. Goddess, oh my god, lucky to be alive. But China with the org sprays down 2 as they try and come through. There's team kill in the mix. That's a little concerning, but China keeping things calm and steady with another. The bomb also delivered on over. Julie trying to fight back. Good kill, Julie. What an adjustment. That is everything. And now it leaves it to Bazina. Now she is on a fast flank, but they've got the info. They have the read. They know what's going on. They're going to be.
Well, Bazina's the B player normally. And where you haven't seen her progress through middle, well, there's only one thing. She's not going to be on A. So she's either going to be CT, rotating through the waters of her spawn, or she's going to be in towards dark and pushing to get through to A main. Really good read on that from Goddess. Calls it over to Fluxo. Julie, weird little timing here between her and Bazina. Bazina will find it. Although that was the low HP player, Yungher and Temple, this is going to be really overlooked.
Yeah, the plant position, though, does indicate that that's a potential, right? Because it's not the main. She's going to stick it through the smoke. Maybe she can do. Yungher has to hit the spray, and oh my god, she couldn't quite connect it. Bazina pulls off the ninja, the 1v2. Brilliant for MIBR.
Yeah, really well done. That's exactly what she needed to do. I feel like that was the only option. Where there's so many different angles to clear, she'd waste so much time trying to delegate her attention to all of them. So just smoke the bomb, give it a go. Desperate for rounds at this point. Disgusting from Julie. As she gives a swift clothesline to the defenders on A. But it's Bazina with the last laugh, and it's MIBR with the third.
It's the classic old school thing of looking down and doing the spray after you got the stick play. I really don't see that as much these days. But I'm glad that Bazina was able to clutch that, because China did so much work to open things up, and well, Kizza has to aggress on through. Ferzy dealing with the first player. Nani's Tech 9 chimes in for 1, and Youngher's now emboldened. Knows that Ferzy is here. Ferzy is low, fighting for it. Yungher, so sharp. There's the rotation, and actually a very fast fight coming through from China. That's something to be concerned about. Nani's yet to plant the bomb, so this could come down to a timing. If Nani delays this longer, China can disrupt this entire round.
They're really not considering this. They're really overlooking it. Although, regiane will fall, and now Yungher can hold for China. 9-3 dominance from Fluxo on their map pick.
yakontuante tunawana sambie na chigera yakontuante tunawana sambie na chigera yanatuante unangwana ne
Four rounds. That is all Fluxo Demons need to secure a spot in the ESL Impact Season 4 LAN Finals in Valencia.
And while they're 3 for 3 on pistols so far, but you take a look at this setup, 2 players are going to need to contend with the entire force of MIBR because they're about to sprint and barrage their way on towards B. And the site has been completely conceded. It will have to be a retake attempt from Fluxo.
Goddess has the kit if they do want to go for that, which no doubt they will. Fighting in towards Dark. Poppins sitting back, and Poppins is hitting shots. Oh, get a little messy. Julie there to support, dancing around Nani as well. This is a crazy fight in Dark, but it's Bezina coming out ahead. Yungher now arriving with Julie, and it's all going to be Yungher, but no. Ferzy and Bezina filling the feed for MIBR to get their first pistol of the series.
That's 4 players fighting through Dark there. That is a wild altercation on the B bomb site. I like the idea from both Poppins and Julie because as they're reloading, they're both jumping and like moving just to completely offset crosshairs and allowing the other player to try and get involved. But ultimately, MIBR hold their nerve. A very crucial pistol here as we come down to the nitty gritty.
And of course, Fluxo opting for the full eco. They're going to stack over towards the A bomb site. And MIBR are here as a unit. Full rifles for them, and you can understand why. They have a long campaign ahead of them. Can't falter this first step, though. The USP is doing damage, but it's going okay. Just the 2 deaths. MIBR prevail.
And Ravens also prevail over Kathina. That was a very dominant one from the Ravens. They take the series 2-0. McRae's also take their series 2-0. And Furia take their series 2-0 over Davina. So kind of I would say the expected outcomes in the other games coming through. But that is incredibly fast that all the best of 3s basically end at the same time.
Yeah, that essentially means that the winner of this series qualifies for Valencia. There's no more caveats. That is the situation we find ourselves in. Furia topping the table. Flawless season from them. Revived with their new roster. Yungher flashed off. The timing shot misses. Julie tucked on through. Lucky to get that kill. Yungher's sticking around for now. Has more support. A third player here in Goddess. The utility's great though. Oh, back's turn. Trying to dodge the flashes, but you can't dodge China's bullets.
So many flashbangs coming in over the top for MIBR. They have completely overrun this A-bomb site, and they're even escorting Poppins out the back door. See you later, says China. Now Poppins has to save with Nani. Really clever round out of MIBR. they immediately realize that they're playing quite forward here, Fluxo on A. Let's just overwhelm them. As soon as we get the first kill, that's the go signal. Accelerator, hard press to the floor. And immediately, they will get 6 rounds, and they bring it ever so closer into contention.
At least saving 2 will give Fluxo something, but yeah, what a great round. And that was with the 3rd player there. I mean, you're not expecting 3 players to be able to be there that quickly. But Utility, as you mentioned, just relentless. Those flashbangs are beautiful. 2 players with their backs turned. China thanking her lucky stars as she enters into the site.
Awkward decisions to be made here for Fluxo. I would kind of suggest a timeout. They keep their money pretty even to force a buy into the next. So you're carrying forward the M4, the FAMAS. Dual Beretta's an incendiary on Julie and 1 kit on Poppins.
And we saw how close these rounds can get. And if MIBR had a kit when they had a similar round, they would have won it. So definitely not out of the realms of possibility. But nice default from MIBR, just taking the space. They've secured control in towards A main. They've got presence in towards mid, holding the B push as well. So keeping Fluxo contained and allowing them options.
Oh, good find. Goddess removed from the equation. That is one of the pistol players. Push for Fluxo out B. A lot of damage done by MIBR, but also, conversely, it is going the other way. Kizza will find another, but Julie's pushed middle, and she's dropped the AWP, but regiane steps in. It doesn't get out of control. It's not the same result as when MIBR had the 5-7s.
They got a little bit scary there with the flames going down and yeah, decisions to repeat coming in for Fluxo. They were low, so you can understand it, but gets a little bit closer than MIBR probably would have liked it, but at least keeping 3 alive is absolutely fine. Fluxo will now get their guns out. Youngher's all back in play. ferzy has one as well. And Youngher's been having a phenomenal series.
This might be fast A. Guns are out. MIBR know that Fluxo have just invested. Might be the perfect time to completely change the pace. Smoke, however, will burden them for at least 20 seconds.
Look at the rotates. Nani has already come on over. They've completely given up a lot of their control over towards B. Just Poppins playing passive, so MIBR are still sticking around. Fluxo might just have all the pieces here they need.
It depends a lot on if China goes exploring before the execute comes in. No, okay, it will be this commitment. Flashbangs burden them before, but actually MIBR, they dump all the util in and go, haha, actually, we're here. With China's full positioning, she's been able to take B. Poppins in close pursuit. Is China ready for it? No, and neither is regiane.
That's a big kill from Poppins. She can just sit back and be a threat. Low HP will be an issue. Could potentially swap with Yungher if that is allowed, but no, Youngher's quite in the position to do that, going solo through Temple. Plenty of kits, but only util on Goddess, and 3 players are going to be trading off Goddess being low, so Poppins being low, but Julie finds the first kill and the follow-up. A 2 versus 2, Yungher spots 1, Goddess has to do it all now, coming up through dark. First kill is hers, needs the second, spots the cross, but time now a serious issue. Here that 10-second mark, and Goddess knows it, has to get away. And MIBR continue their T-side run.
Oh, nice try from Bazina just to get rid of Goddess. But a really great round again. Fluxo thought they had that idea. Fluxo were like, yeah, we've got to run in the right position. So it's come over. They're rubbing their hands together thinking, fantastic. We know exactly what's going on. But because China was late and she was also over towards dark, didn't hear anything, they used her lurk to take all of the space out B. And despite Poppins finding a kill, it just wasn't enough. MIBR bring this contest to within 1 round.
Poppins has an over. She should get to use it too. There are 4 MIBR players on the other side of B main. Flash over the top. Poppins gets the first one. And she's looking for more. The swing between them. The opportunity was there for the multi-kill with the Nova. Now it's a 3-on-3. Bomb being planted. 2 players have to come up through dark. One is the AWP as well, so it's not the best, especially with smokes now landing everywhere. That nade does so much to Julie. A flashbang maybe to set her up. May as well send these pistol players in just to see if they can get something done. Time still ticking along. Flashbang comes through. Goddess starts to charge on in. Gets the first kill. yungher hits her shot. ferzy has to do it all now. First is hers, and that should be enough. ferzy to close.
Yeah, really nicely done. Tell you what, Fluxo do bring it really close, though. Just a partially invested round. There is that timeout being called in. Reinvestment aplenty. Another gun round taking shape, but tell you what, MIBR have been looking incredibly good here on this T side. It's the battle of them. Who can find more? Poppins would have loved it. However, it doesn't quite pan out that way still. 4 kills, making it a contest. And when it enters the 1 versus 2, you kind of back Fluxo to win that all day long, but ferzy holds her nerve.
If you open that position also is so powerful, knowing that you've locked down the dark player that has to exit. 9-9. All right. See, this is why, you know, you thought maybe the T side would have been where MIBR opted to start. They instill a full sense of security in Fluxo Demons, who thought they had this one in the palm of their hands, but 6 consecutive for MIBR. It's turn in the tail.
Fast B again. Might just be a rinse and repeat here. 3 defenders early. Occupying space. yungher fires off her orb. Close proximity is Poppins, but the flashbang does affect her enough. yungher, I thought that was a collateral instead. It's not to be. MIBR overwhelmed the bomb site again.
Yeah, you thought that maybe that shot was going to raid on through. Doesn't quite connect. You've just got these guns. Yeah, do you? Julie's considering it. Wants to edge on through. Smokes are clouding the vision towards Glyph, but she sees the flash being thrown. Oh, it's a little bit messy. Can still extract herself if she wants. Goddess falls. Julie, she wants blood, and she's finding it. First kill is hers. Knows this player is here. Nadia one-on-one again. Going the way of MIBR.
I don't know if that's worth it. I really don't. But fair enough, they are making them really close each and every time. You can't fault Fluxo for having the desire to convert and try and get these retake efforts going. It is making the economy increasingly lower and lower for MIBR, and they won't have the loss bonus behind them if they are able, Fluxo, to win one of these rounds, but they're kind of running out of time here.
ferzy draws first blood. Poppins Nova back in play. Sadly, probably won't get a chance to find anything though.
Yeah, it probably dies from dark, right? If Kizza moves first. Nadi coming over. Fluxo have got the right read. This will be a B split.
Stacking definitely the play.
Yeah, they are very close, and the weaponry will favor that, but the flashbangs are always so good from MIBR. There's that trade from Dark. yungher will find one, but that is it. And there we go.
Blistering pace on the B entries. Dark, the space that need to be taken first. Kizza finds success, and just very nice shots as they inched on through. Fluxo would have had to hit some pretty gnarly ones. Not to be the case. MIBR now with a 2-round lead. Overpass. Could well be there. And that would be something beautiful now that we know this match defines it.
I was going to say, if I'm MIBR, I go A here. You just condition B a bunch. Miss Molly as well from yungher. Oh, this is so smart. I really like this. You're just fast playing. Look at this from Dark, though. Look at Nani. Look at Poppins. They're pushing. They're already backstabbing. Oh, they're cutting them off before they can even go in the doorway. yungher strikes on the site for 2 kills. Completely decimated Fluxo. They've still got a fighting chance.
What a round. I can't believe that. You are absolutely right. No one was there except for yungher. I mean, yungher gets her a double, but the key thing is that they were so fast from Dark. Fluxo knew. I don't know whether they got info early from a peek out B main or what, but they were so fast on the flank. Not only did they get that first kill, but they dropped the bomb. That was everything. Legs fall out from MIBR and Fluxo get on the board on the CT side.
Well, here's the thing that Fluxo Demons haven't been doing up until that round, and that's taking space and taking fights. That's the way they were winning out rounds, both on the T side, and yet again, they're doing it now. They are deep smoking in towards stairs, fighting their way from dark, and taking the initiative. They're not allowing MIBR this comfortably.
Yeah, look at the mini-map. There's a CT smoke towards rugs and a CT smoke towards T stairs. The full intent was there just to take that early fight, get the advantage. Now, MIBR are in a 4-on-5. They've used their util early, and they have nothing to show for it.
This gets really uncomfy. Because you saw all those smokes, now you have to check every single corner. ferzy leading with this AWP in towards dark. To be fair, could be pretty potent. Poppins on the angle. ferzy slides in, shoulder spotted. Poppins, there's two players here you have to try and contend with. And Julie just on this angle, holding her backside. Ferzy will finally find one kill, but all her teammates have fallen in the interim.
Yeah, Poppins just dancing with them there. And you can see it was putting the pressure on. The comms were there that are struggling to get out of dark. So the hit comes through from B main, and Julie is there with a fantastic double. You're absolutely right in the pregame. We highlighted her as just being a resurgent force in this Fluxo Demons squad now in CS2. Great to see as Fluxo will now even things up. And this is at the crucial moment. We're going the full 24 rounds.
And here's what you do if you're Fluxo. You know economy's been weak. You've been constantly getting these one-on-ones. You know that MIBR are going to be walking wounded. They're going to have Tech 9s at best alongside this AWP. Not in this round, but in the follow-up. You drop utility and feign the presence like you're going to take space aggressively, and you just play passive. You make MIBR sweat. You don't give them any of those opportunities to actually get the kills in the first place. Just make sure you do not trip over your shoelaces here, because you have been falling victim to these low buys round after round after round. It can't happen here, especially in crunch time.
Yeah, so what do you do if you're MIBR? Oh, okay. This is uncomfortable. ferzy gets dropped the AWP, so feels she has to buy the armor. And ferzy gets a PG-50. And the rest are on Glocks. ferzy gets the opener, though. And Nani, if she swings, yeah, you best not be fighting that. One kill's already been given up. You know that there's not much into this round.
Smart rotate for Julie to come back, rather than rotating and shifting everyone. Just to the right-hand side. Gizzard grabs the gun. And now the reset. MIBR, they want to go A. The issue is, where they've been so effective infiltrating these bomb sites, we're with the executes, we're with the utility. They have to go contact now.
Fluxo is so split. If you can get into this site, remove both these players, get a second AWP, the retake is incredibly difficult. Not just to mention because of the geographic challenge of having to cross the entire map to get there. yungher has to hit her shots. First one comes through, falls back. No follow-up just yet. Ooh, a whiff shot, that's given an opportunity. But Goddess, up from a high, hitting hers. yungher chimes on in, but she's still the only defender. One bullet in the chamber, one shot remaining for her, but she's blocked on down. Julie has arrived. Bomb to be planted, a 2-on-2, the flames. Oh, that's not what she wanted at all. It's forced her forward. This is the round that's going to define it, but Julie deals with China. ferzy, M4 recovered from earlier, armor on her back. This clutch is everything, and first kill goes to her. HE in front, she stands and tries to deliver, but Julie's USP gets the shot, and Fluxo finds series point.
They both ran out of ammo at the same time. It's USP versus Glock. It's 1 HP versus 1 HP. And it's Julie dropping 20 kills to drag Fluxo nearly over the finish line. What a round. The fact they didn't rotate, the fact it is a 2 versus 5. When this comes into the equation, the missed utility as well from Julie puts her in a really uncomfy spot, and yet she still prevails. That could be series dividing. That could be plane ticket securing.
That's the 1v1 that might decide this map. MIBR, this is their chance to force overtime.
They've done exactly what I said, by the way. They've dropped the stairs smoke and the rug smoke, and they've not gone for it.
see MIBR have to sit back and respect this. I like the decision to put a bit more interest in towards mid. The Ferzy's not pushing too much further at the moment. 3 players from Fluxo would be. Assuming that MIBR have had to take their time here and potentially a flash play. No, just contact. That is going to be spotted by China, holding the slither angle.
Where you see them pushing out B, you know there's gaps in towards mid. So they just start pushing. Smart from MIBR. They really have got their mind set on splitting B here. It doesn't matter what Fluxo do, even if they've pushed out towards B main through contact. They want to go in here, and this is the right decision. There's 3 players from A.
A passive approach, though. Fluxo are going to play retake. Incendiary forward. That's not really going to slow too much down. Smoke triple sport. This is actually great. Poppins is in front of it. The flames miss. She has a great angle here for the fight. The contact actually comes through off her teammate, but China. The kill comes in. Got her swinging. Bazina finding the kill. MIBR planting the bomb. A 5-on-3. And all from CT. Nani wanting to come on through first. Gets that initial kill. The trade immediate. Julie and yungher have to do it all. The top fraggers for Fluxo. They've been hitting hard, but they have to hit 4 now. Utility coming on in. This setup is so hard to break through. And, well, there it is. MIBR force overtime on Anubis.
Yeah, nicely done from MIBR. But I tell you what, Fluxo on that retake effort, they're just going one by one consistently. No one's in a position to go, yet you're still trying to force the fight. It'd work so much better if they just take an extra 5 seconds. They've got a defuse kit. I feel like that is just the nerves really kicking in for Fluxo Demons. MIBR have carved open an opportunity to force map 3, but they need to now win overtime.
Ooh, both offers going for the shot. Warning shots echoing across Anubis, but look at this space being taken by MIBR. No utility early, it's passive. And Julie gets the dink. But the AK, it comes out ahead. With an opener, MIBR with 1:20 on the clock have time to decide what they want to do.
Fluxo constantly rotating so much off of 1 kill that MIBR just think, well, that's what happened in regulation, so let's do the same again. You can see the defense is split 2 each. Once again, we've got this double dark setup for Fluxo. With the bomb making its way over towards B, they're going to be challenged. Smoke about to fade. No re-smoke for both Nani and Poppins. So one of them is going to constantly have to delegate their attention towards canals.
I wonder at what point yungher's going to come over. It's this point. So there is going to be the support of the AWP. She has a nice line. Actually going to commit into the site. That's smoke thrown over to A. That's all fake. Fluxo have to commit to this decision. yungher hits the shot. Repositioning, sees the shadow. It's easy as you like it for the AWP. But Ferzy's AWP hit shot 2 and Nani holding for Kizza, who was low. Ferzy brought down low. There is a late play coming through from Temple, but it has to be B. Ferzy needs to see what Bazina can pull off, but it's so difficult. She's so low. Even getting onto the site is almost impossible for her. Maybe the smoke will allow it. Crossing over, needed to miss all of those shots, and such little HP. This one's going to Fluxo.
Really good setup from Fluxo. And this round, they've learnt from their mistakes. They don't overcommit a lot of players and just stack the site and just immediately assume that's where MIBR are going to end up. The double dark setup's really clever here because you've got the AWP holding this line. Not only does it bait them in, it baits in both players. Not only getting this kill, then you're not ready for the immediate swing of Poppins as Ferzy tries to come through B main. First blood drawn in OT to Fluxo. MIBR needs to bounce back immediately.
Again, asserting control. This time it's a more forward setup from Fluxo. Ferzy finds success onto Nani. That was in dark. So a kill each drawn, and Goddess is low. China is found B open. She's just walked on in. It's all free, she's calling. No one's home. Poppins is going to come on over this timing. Oh, China crouches around the corner. That's a smoke drop. The bomb surely on its way over.
And they've got the layer in. Goddess is being held. 4 in mid. Easy kill. A 2-on-4. Of course, Fluxo are going to go for it. Julie wipes the smoke. Can she find anything? No. Nearly the AWP on the other side. Converts her from B main. It still is possible. Julie's got a lot of utility here to orchestrate and potentially set up yungher. But there's so many angles to try and clear. This smoke is great because it isolates yungher in towards Dark and CT. But as she walks through the smoke, China will end her. And that's MIBR biting back.
Yeah, just great space taking there from MIBR. They push into A very early, lose that engagement, but immediately China just finds that lurk timing out towards B. With Poppins falling, they're able to get into a great position.
I don't understand why you've got 2 players pushing A main. If you're Fluxo, you found the opening kill, and then you've got no one on B. You're a player up. Why have you completely left the bomb site?
It's a little bit unusual, isn't it? This time ferzy posts up towards A just in case that aggression comes through. Fluxo sitting passive at the moment. 3 players on B. So you wonder if maybe some aggression might come out there at some stage. yungher does have a pretty deep line. She is interested in maybe going a bit further. In fact, it's a double AWP setup with Julie wielding the other.
I think with double AWPs, you wouldn't normally expect players to get aggressive. Poppins has got a good line, and this frees up yungher to rotate over in towards mid if she chooses to. And I don't know why, again, why she hasn't. Because now Goddess has to deal with both mid and A by herself. yungher needs to rotate here.
On her way over. Goddess calling that smoke, so they know that this play's coming through. She'll be in charge of holding the mid split. Double AWPs to hold down main. And well, it's yungher's AWP, the only one standing. A 3 versus 3. Her presence is known as she comes around the corner, hits the shot onto Kizza. Gives them the advantage, and in the smoke, Poppins has no idea. And now under pressure is Heaven. This swing could be everything, but yungher, her shots hit all. That's a clutch required from Bazina. This passive hold falling all the way back into CT. You swing this corner, there's 2 players ready for you. The first Bazina! That is bonkers. What a 2K and 14 for MIBR.
How does that happen? I really just don't understand. Bazina clutches up in the most unlikeliest of circumstances. MIBR, I thought they fumbled the bag because once again, you are swinging into a sniper 1 by 1. You're allowing yungher all of this space. Regiane does really well, but then immediately wants to swing to punish. And Bazina, what on earth is that second shot? Adjustment is absolutely perfect. MIBR have got the edge.
Yeah, she's out here on 26 kills. Actually, just behind yungher on 30, so it's a high fragging game we've got here. MIBR leading. Fantastic 1 versus 2.
This game, though, has been completely dictated by the T side, with both teams only winning 3 on the defense. With that singular round in overtime where it's a best of 6, that genuinely might be enough here for Fluxo.
ferzy forced out of position. A lot of utility to keep her at bay, but still 2 players on the side itself. She's fallen back over towards the A side, and well, that Molotov is great. Slows them down completely, and a push, a crawl. Coming out through Dark. Nani's gonna spot it. Has to be careful. The bomb is here. Poppins dancing with it, but Julie's there. Safe pair of hands, and oh, she's found 2. That rug lurk from her has been phenomenal time and again. And Fluxo look to get their 14th.
Yeah, well played from Fluxo. Because actually, it really hurts MIBR that they've dropped their utility and forced Fluxo out from camera. Because say they do split on towards A, you've then got that quick flank coming from the canals. Instead, by using your utility, you've actually forced them back in towards mid, and they then consider the window peak. That allows Nani to get the information. Poppins hits the instant trade, and Julie from Rugs then punishes MIBR coming out through A main to try and deal with the players in towards mid. It's a really unfortunate set of circumstances, but one in which Fluxo will take all day long. 14-14, we're all tied up again.
I wouldn't have this match any other way. MIBR with everything on the line. See how that one transpired as Julie sitting up in Rugs, doing everything, China jumping on through, but Julie always quick on the adjustment.
Early smoke dropped towards B, really faking the idea that they're going to commit into their early. 3 players hang around for MIBR, but it's mid. That's the true ideal of Fluxo.
Yeah, the 3-player lean towards B early means that all of this util they threw kind of doesn't have much of an effect because that was already the setup with the heavy lean there. Now in towards mid is where they intend to put pressure. Those flames, again, Goddess is eating them up. A little bit too spicy. They have managed to split this defense again, and like last time, a push through Dark does come on through. Fluxo accelerating, making their way through. Julie again from Rugs. Always the disruptor. They know there is presence in towards main. Julie is fully combing that over. yungher caught on the timing by Bazina. Puts it into the 4-on-4. Bomb is planted. This is a little bit weird for Fluxo.
They should know there's 2 players A main because the smoke hit a player. Julie was screaming a lot of things, so hopefully they know that. About to come through the smoke. Julie's got them lined up. That's the last thing MIBR expected. Attention diverted. They knew she was there all along, but not when she was going to strike. Again, a well-handled round from Julie. Bazina, you clutched up to force over time. This one is a little bit out of your realms of possibility. Nice kill. Would need a lot more, and unfortunately, not going to happen. Series point yet again re-established for Fluxo.
And Julie again and again. Same position. I just start calling that one Julie, just the amount of impact she's having from it. Pushing through the smoke at the perfect time. I don't think she actually got that second kill, but I'll count it as hers.
Backs against the wall for MIBR. They did it once. They need to do it again on the lesser favored side for them. And this time, Fluxo, they pump the brakes. They don't drop their utility early, apart from a smoke in towards Dark. They play very patient. They wait to see if MIBR are going to make the first move.
Now they start once again where they've been finding the success. Heavy into mid. MIBR have an extra player here this time. Goddess again getting absolutely destroyed by the util, but not ready for the player tucked on through, but only the one. China delivering with her org though. Keeps the advantage for MIBR. And they're going back towards Dark. Kizza, here's the drop. Knows they're coming. Wants to get ahead of it, but they behead her. Bazina is rotated over, tucking in towards Cliff. Will she be looked? Will she be spotted? Doesn't matter. She finds the first, and China now swinging on through, but can't get past the smoke. Julie is so low, but it's still a 2-on-2 and an opportunity to plant the bomb.
This is so messy, but the position from Julie is everything can just tuck behind this pillar and wait patiently. Flames don't quite spread far enough, extinguished by the molly. Another one thrown back towards Julie. China can now start to make their way in. MIBR, they set the pace, but Nani's holding for Julie. ferzy 1v1, but it's the wide swing from Nani. Fluxo have done it. 2-0, they qualify for Valencia.
And you can see how much it means. The smiles on their faces once again prevailing over MIBR in these qualification matches for LAN. Fluxo Demons lock in the